Ben Whishaw stars as the main character in the BBC's new series This Is Going to Hurt, which starts tonight. The series is an adaptation of Adam Kay's extremely successful book of the same name, and covers his experiences of being a junior doctor on an NHS labour ward. Published 5 years ago, Adam's book offered an insight into the long hours and life-or-death decisions medics must face while running on empty, going on to sell more than 1.5 million copies. Ben is perhaps best known for playing Q in the last 3 James Bond films, Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die, also having voiced Paddington in the family film series, and played the title role in a BBC adaptation of Richard II. In 2016, the Bedfordshire-born actor offered a brief insight into his political views during an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, shortly after the UK had voted to leave the European Union, at the time living in New York City performing as John Proctor in the Broadway show The Crucible. He noted that the play seemed to reflect events going on in the world around him in a really interesting, often quite frightening way, and how this made him want to be with my country. Ben said, "In the Brexit that's just happened in the UK, it seems to speak very much to that as well, about community and about fear and hysteria." He went on to admit that being on the other side of the Atlantic amid all the furor and uncertainty around Brexit had been really strange, and said, "I was away as well when the attacks happened on the London Underground in 2005, and I remember watching that from overseas and feeling similarly attached and frightened and wanting to be back home, which is what I sort of feel at the moment, really. I feel like I would like to be back home even though it's splintering apart. I feel like I want to be with my country, and I will be soon." Shortly afterwards, Ben was back on British soil, reprising his role as Paddington Bear in Paddington 2. He went on to play Norman Scott in the BBC miniseries A Very English Scandal, and starred as Michael Banks in Mary Poppins Returns, later settling into a role in Her Majesty's Secret Service as he resumed his duties as Q for Daniel Craig's final Bond film. Arguably the cinema success story of the pandemic, it became the 3rd highest-grossing film in British history, beaten only by Skyfall in second and Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Though filming finished in October 2019, the film's release was delayed by the departure of director Danny Boyle, and then later postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In an interview with the BBC this week, Ben said he is unsure over his future as Q, and when asked if he will return, said, "I have absolutely no idea. I know nothing. They are incredibly tight-lipped about everything really. I have a suspicion I won't be coming back. I think that they're probably starting all over again. And that might be the right thing. But of course, I don't know for certain." He addressed one particular moment in the recent film in an interview with The Guardian last week, when Q tells Bond that he is going on a date with a man. Despite viewers thinking it may bring a new layer to the franchise, it was merely a passing comment that faded away. Ben, who married Australian composer Mark Bradshaw a decade ago, said, "I'm very happy to admit maybe some things were not great about that creative decision. I suppose I don't feel it was forced upon the studio. That was not my impression of how this came about. I think it came from a good place." Addressing the passing comment and speculation that ensued, he added, "I think I thought, are we doing this and then doing nothing with it? I remember, perhaps, feeling that was unsatisfying." Though Ben considered questioning it, he eventually decided against it, and explained, "I thought a lot about whether I should question it. Finally I didn't. I accepted this was what was written. And I said the lines. And it is what it is." This is going to hurt. Airs at 9 p.m. on BBC One tonight.